Hey, Jewel.
Hey, Tevin.
Wait, let's put them on three-way real quick.
We cutting up
Cutting
in the
up
kitchen.
again.
Okay?
Hello.
So, as always, I'm thirsty and I'm snacky.
Okay, I got a little.
So, I think it's time, it's always so good to cut up in the kitchen with a little beverage. What we have today?
We got a little Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
A little Cabernet Sauvignon today.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Let's
cutting
cut up.
Okay, so, in our last episode, we talked a lot about exes and romantic breakups, and we got a DM.
We got a DM.
And the DM was like, look, I built my boo for 5 years, but then it just had an abrupt stop. It just skirt.
Yeah.
But I still want to be cool with them. So what do? I still want to be friends with my ex. What should I do? And we were like, well, y'all asked the right people.
Yeah, Drew, I'm gonna let you go first. Because I feel like you already know how I feel about it.
Now, this is my thing.
Sip.
I'm one of those people who cheers and then did not sip immediately.
Yeah, right.
It's me. I'm that girl. Do what the fuck I want. Okay, so I do think that depending on the ex, you can be friends with your ex. To be clear, I was married. I'm not friends with none of my exes.
Yeah.
But I do think that you can be friends with your exes. I believe that there are certain people who's in our lives who they really weren't meant to really be anything more than just a friend.
Yeah.
And we end up taking it to another level. And you look back and you like, honestly, you should have just always just been my homie.
Yeah.
And there's certain people who are just really harmless. Like, and I'll say someone who's just super low key. Like I was engaged way back in the day when I was 18. And that person that I was engaged to, he's cool.
Okay.
He's cool. We're Instagram friends. We're just not friends in real life, but like he's cool. Like, so do you think that, I mean, maybe because you said your exes are examples of what you don't want to do again, but like, do you think that they can be friends, that people who were once together can no longer be?
I definitely think it's case by case. Okay. Because, again, as I mentioned before, it depends on how a breakup transpired or how, or how that happened to kind of determine what relationship you want to have with that person. Now, personally, for me, I feel as though if you have me in my most vulnerable space and I'm not taken care of in that way, how do I get out of that and you're going to just be my friend? We've already crossed a different boundary than friendships typically cross for me. My opinion, don't get the pow-powing at me.
Okay, opinion.
My opinion, I just don't see how we go from crossing that boundary to now we just gonna act like that kind of never happened. Even if, I guess, if somebody talks about it, it's just kind of like, but we're not gonna.
People know y'all as that.
For sure, but I also feel like if you do it once, you'll do it again. It's just kind of like we've already crossed that wave. So what's going to be the harm in crossing it again?
Okay. What about the people who were friends before they got together? Because a lot of people, why they don't want to go from friends to boot up is because they're like, I don't want to lose the friendship. So what if they were best friends for a few years and then they just so happen to be single at the same time and they got together? And then now they want to go back to when they were just friends, platonic.
Yeah.
Is that possible for people who started out as friends?
The thing is, I think that the possibilities are endless, right?
Okay.
But it's literally to each his own. For me, I know that there's not ever been a friend or somebody that I consider to be a friend. And it's like, you know what? I see you in a different light. Depending upon the level of friendship now. Because we cool, maybe it's just kind of like, But even for me, I'm like, no. And it's more so to protect myself. I know, again, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Okay.
So if I'm hurt by you, I can't be unhurt by you to continue a relationship with knowing what it is that I know.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense to anybody.
Okay, so it makes sense to me because everyone has their own story as to how they want their exes to be. Now, I did say in that previous episode that once the ex is gone, they gone for good. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They gone for good. And depending on, like you said, case by case, there are situations where there were exes where I do think that if they're respectful to your relationship, they're mindful to the relationship you're in now, because that's my last question to you.
Okay.
Your next relationship, he says his best friend just so happens to be his ex. Are you going to be cool with his best friend being somebody who used to get in them guts?
See what I'm saying? And that you fucking just said it. And I was going to sit up here and act like I was thinking about the answer. No, absolutely not. I don't. Call it what the fuck you want. I have not matured that much yet. No. Hell no. Ain't no kids that you got to talk to a bitch about. Y'all don't have no ties to each other. Another one bites the dust. Bitch, you're out of here. No, 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 and fucking no. Did I say no?
You did.
Okay.
As always, it's okay to have your own opinion.
I'm kind of pissed off now.
You do sound pissed off, friend.
It's cool.
I don't feel that way. I feel like if my wife had a best friend who she used to have dated her before back in the day, she used to have dated her back in the day, but they just platonic, that's fine. I'm fine with it.
We need to go and cut this shit because I'm about to get mad. To be honest.
So clearly we need you to comment in the section below. Keep it cute. But tell us, do you think it's possible for you to be friends with an ex? Or maybe you're like Tevin.
I already do.
And maybe you just pissed off by the conversation in general.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out.
Tevin left the kitchen.